Hey, Richard.
How are you?
All right, what's going on here?
Well, it's not a cooking show. You know, everybody's got plumbing clogs, and they don't happen overnight. So I wanted to review some of the things that cause sink clogs,
Okay.
and then what you can do to prevent them.
Sounds good.
Okay. First thing, we start at the kitchen sink.
Yep.
Every single sink has a trap underneath it. And so that trap has got a water seal
Yeah.
and keeps sewer gas from coming up.
Right.
By its very nature, it's designed where it can catch things. So this is a dramatic example. You can see a bracelet, and you can see flossers, and even coffee stirrers can get stuck down there.
So good to hold water,
Right.
but also a natural place for everything else.
It's a tight bend, and so it can actually trap stuff in there. Most traps can now come apart easily. You can clean them and put it in. So that's your first place where stuff can clog.
What's going on in your household? You like you have Mardi Gras here in one trap, okay?
But the other culprit really is not the solids like that, it's grease.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're working around the kitchen sink and you wash the dishes and you got a fair amount of bacon grease or whatever, it's gonna wanna work its way down and gonna try to recoagulate in the long horizontal pipes that are often down in the basement. Okay, so I would recommend, if you have a lot of grease, you should try to save it and not put it down the drain, and then throw it away properly, because it can change its state from a liquid to a solid. So I thought we'd do a little demonstration right here. This is grease.
In its liquid form,
Right,
so it's a
and-
little warm, right?
Correct, and this pipe is cold. So now let's simulate. Here goes the grease going down.
Starts hot and it's moving,
Yeah,
but over, say, 10, 20, 50 feet of cold pipe.
absolutely.
Oh, look at that. Yep.
So now, you see what happens? So now, just as you'd expect, it's going to stick to the bottom side of it. Now that's a layer. Now you do a little bit more, and it's another layer, and sooner or later it'll close its aperture down, and you'll end up with a stoppage where nothing comes out.
This is your point about building up over time,
Yep.
which, holy smokes.
That's an extreme example.
Right.
You know, if you got a modern system with PVC, it's not going to be that dramatic because there's not much surface tension, so it's going to run down there more readily. But a lot of houses still have old galvanized or cast iron, and that's a steel pipe with a galvanized coating, and that can just be a place where it's got a fair amount of friction inside of it, and now it'll just keep on layering and layering.
And that's your point, build up over time. So a little bacon grease,
Yep.
you know, on a Sunday morning, no big
Yep,
deal,
yep.
but for 5 years,
That's right.
you end up with
That's right.
crazy.
Slowly builds it up.
Okay.
The other thing is not just grease, it's hair.
Come on, not with you.
Not with me, no. So hair has got some natural places to clog. One is in the regular, underneath the sink is this pop-up assembly. We all know them, they go up and down like this.
Sure.
And a perfect place for hair to catch is right here.
Because there's an obstruction
It
right
actually
in the middle of
sticks,
the
it
drain.
sticks right into the water stream, okay? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a perfect place. So one brilliant invention is this. So this goes down, throw that away. Throw that away. You don't need that anymore. You put that down, and here's your new stopper. Okay, so that's how the water stops. But look what's below it.
Oh, so you've got a strainer.
That's right.
And is this designed to come out so that you can easily...
Absolutely. And when you live with a shedder, that's a really good invention.
We won't tell her.
Okay.
And what about
The other thing is the shower. This is a great little invention. You know, it's not beautiful, but it does a great job to catch all the hair, and you can clean that and keep that shower drain from taking all that hair.
Throw this over
Right.
the fixed strainer
That's right.
and know that you can
Right.
take this out and
Right.
clean it.
Yep. And that hair is unbelievable. It just stays attached to anything. It's like it gets caught on any snag, so it's difficult to clear it. So everybody wants to go after these things with a chemical because it's simple. Let's throw it in there. And so I just want to talk about them a little bit. This is a drain cleaner. This is sodium hydroxide. It could be a base or it could be an acid, okay? There's different ways to do it. But in all cases, it's going to try to go aggressively at the organic matter. So what I've got here is some hair and this into some water,
And you have a thermometer in there, why?
because I'm going to show you the chemical reaction when we put lye.
So we're at 80 some odd degrees now.
So this is 100% sodium hydroxide, also known as lye.
And that's doing what?
Well, that's going to break down the organic matter. You see it. It's going to raise the temperature dramatically.
Holy smokes.
What is it?
It's already over 150.
Right. So now that might clear the hair, but if you got ancient old pipes or thin wall old pipes, and now you're putting in that temperature and aggressive behavior in it, you can rot the pipes away. Now you've caused another problem. And then if somebody has to come along later and run a snake down there, now you've got the issue of this caustic chemical that will hurt people.
So clearly it's doing something in there. Does it also work on grease?
Yeah, this is a similar example right here. This was hair and grease in here, and it broke it down, and it reformed the grease to make it now be able to convey down to the main drain.
Got it off of the pipe.
Got it
and
off
lets
of the pipe.
float out.
Okay.
Okay.
So this works, but it can be damaging to the pipes and to the people that come after it.
So if you prefer not to grab things like this and pour them down the drain, is there anything you're comfortable pouring down the
There's
drain?
some organic solutions. This is baking soda and vinegar. You can use this as an organic way to keep those drains clear of grease. And this is fantastic. This
What do you
is
love about
actually, it's
this?
an enzyme. There's no caustic chemicals. And those enzymes will just eat anything organic. Just keep on eating that grease, and it'll actually, you could put enough down there, and that pipe would just be as clean as a whistle over time.
So over time, literally just starts to eat away at something like that.
Like a big buffet for that
Very
enzyme.
nice. All right. Well, thank you, Richard.
All right.
I mean, disgusting, but still, thank you.
Thanks for sharing it with me.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.